Excuse me, all may I have your attention, please?
Yeah, of course.
I am Shri, with your kind permission, may I start the GD?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for allowing me to start the GD. You know the topic which has been given by our illustrious sir is which life is better, village life and city life, and believe that it is an enhancing and interesting and amazing topic. To my mind, village life is much better than city life. And why am I saying like that? There are multiple reasons behind it. There are a lot of trees in the village, then you can take easily oxygen. And on the contrary, there are no any tree in the city and you can't take easily oxygen. But you take through AC. And in village, they are help for your neighborhood. And even if you die, but nobody care in the city. And in cities there are lots of pollution, smoke pollution and water pollution and so many more pollution. And but no village is no any pollution. If you live in a city, then you will face pollution, but it's not possible in the village. Keeping all this point into my account, I firmly believe that village life is much better than city life. Now I invite all of participate in the GD and make and more in this GD successful.
Thank you, Ms. Shri, for inviting us in this GD. You know, as you said in your argument that city life means village life is much better than city life, I totally disagree with you because I think that city life is much better than village life. Because so let me explain. You know, we can take so there are lots of school and hospital is available in city, but in village there are no any type of hospital and school. I know that there is one hospital is available in only one or two in village. But if I talk about hospital, then there is no any type of hospital. Means if you are ill, then absolutely we will have to go in city for treatment.
Yeah, Mr. I agree. But in this time, there are lots of available any work and any hospital and any schools available in the village. And if you live in a village, then you take easily online education.
So may I join you?
Yeah.
Thank you, mates, for allowing invite to and join in this GD. But you already know that, Ms. Shreya, you say that village life is much better and much better than city life. I am totally disagree with you because there are lots of reasons behind it. Like as you already know that there are lots of school, lots of you have any personality, then your personality is improved. And if I talk about village, there are no any type of work, any type of job. And if I talk about there are only any people live in village, then he only do farm and he grow the plant and he earn money and it's month salary in 30 rupees, 40 rupees, and it's not possible in a city. And you already know that there are job service and anything, and he go to school and he get education and he open anything and any job, any factory and he earn lots of money.
So Mr. Punitji, could I interrupt here?
Yeah, of course.
Well, Mr. Punitji, well, as you know that, as you said in your contestant that city life is better, as that in cities in cities there are many jobs to do, and and also you talked about village, that in village means people used to do only farm, and their monthly salary is they earn only 30 or 40 rupees. But you know that if I talk about a village more and more advantage, then there are many advantages as that I am going to explain. Well, you know that if I talk about village more advantage, then that is that in village we get any food product so naturally, so pure, that if I talk about milk, then we get milk bought so purely from cow. And if I talk about in cities, then in cities we get any food product which is packed in a plastic, which may be also harmful for us, that is of chemical compound, so that is really so harmful. But in a village we get anything so purely. And also you know that if in village means there is no any fine road, then also people don't used to ride bikes so fastly, so also there is no any chance of accident in village too. So I think that village life is more better than city life.
So I am totally disagree with you because you say that village life is much better than city life. It's a totally wrong because I am totally disagree with you because you say that you get milk for fresh and dairy. There are lots of dairy in village. It's totally right because you already know that there are lots of dairy and lots of soap and lots of cow farm, goat farm, any and cook farm, and you already know that there are shopkeeper get egg, any milk fresh and lots of things. So what do you think about?
What do you think? As you said that it's available in villages, it's not available in cities.
But you already know that there are lots of hen farm and goat farm and cow farm, and he shopkeeper get fresh milk and get fresh egg and in the city, and you already know that there are no any kind of farm and place to do, and place in get a hen, and you already know that there are lots of place for pet the cow, anything.
Well guys, a very good thing has come to an end. So the same thing about this GD. Yeah, we have to summarize it. So with your kind permission, could you summarize it?
Yeah, of course.
Well, thanks guys for allowing me to summarize this GD. Well, as you know that this GD was really modern knowledge enhancing, and it was really so unique GD which we have done. Well, as you know that in this GD we have discussed a lots of new things. As that some of our friends, as Mr. Amanji said that means city life is better, as in cities there are many rules and discipline like as traffic rules, and on the other hand Ms. Rhea ji said that in village means village is a pollution free, that in village there is no any types of pollution. So we have discussed a lots of new things about this GD, and thanks a ton for your warm contribution and make this GD successful.